Share that link with everybody in the universe. Let's go to YouTube, baby.
There we are. Share, copy link.
We good?
Yeah, I'm sharing it on Twitter and our Facebook real quick, and then you can get us started, Rich.
Change starts with taking ownership. No more excuses or waiting for others.
Rich.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
What are we, week 6?
Week 6, or NFL and NCAA edition.
All right, welcome back. Super Sports Media Gridiron Roundtable After Dark. We're in week 6. Tonight's the night we discuss NFL and college football. I'm Richard DeLeon. Kind of not sure how I feel about a tie for my Cowboys, but I'm here with my guys.
You got your number one Sooner fan in South Texas, Chad Foster, here with.
Go ahead, Dylan. I'm last.
Dylan Foster.
Yeah,
That's it. Just Dylan
that's
Foster.
it.
All right, we'll work on that. We'll work on that.
We'll
Don't worry
work
about
on
it.
that.
Sounds what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Exactly. It is what it is, right? And of course, bring up the rear. It's your boy E. Talley, number one Eagles fan here today. And again, we're 4. Make sure the camera sees that 4-0. See that 4-0. See that,
No.
Rich?
Yeah, I was
Not
watching the
1-2-1 this weekend, by the way.
I was watching the Cowboys game as I always do every weekend, and they kept getting the Green Bay Packers center. I don't know if you watched the game, but the center kept moving the ball a little bit, and they called him for a false start twice for doing
Well,
that little ball move. And I looked at my dad. I watched the game every week with my dad, and I looked at my dad and said, You mean to tell me they could see that little ball move, but they can't see when the Eagles false start on the tush push every single time? Come on, man. That's ridiculous.
well, first of
Ridiculous.
all, he readjusts the ball. The Eagles guy doesn't
No,
readjust the ball.
no, but the
The
ball.
Packers guy, he has the football and he looks back and then he readjusts the ball, move the ball forward. What they said he is not allowed to do. The Eagles
Yeah.
guy doesn't do it that way.
No, but the Eagles guards leave before the ball is snapped, which is illegal, man. Come
Well,
on.
again, man, think all right, so just imagine this right here. First of all, you called me out last time I watched the Cowboys game, so I'll never let you know if I watched the game or not, by the way. Just FYI. Two, when you're looking down that line, right? You see all the helmets. And it's sometimes it gets really hard because remember, guys do a three-point stance. So it's hard to see where the ball actually is. and who's leaving first. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes it is hard to see that from that view. Because remember, it all depends on what side of the field the field judge is on, the sideline judge is on,
Yeah,
actually
because
seeing. So remember,
if
you
it's the
got two
guard on the
guys.
other side, if it's a
You
guard
got
on
a
the other
guy
side, it's
watching the
moving.
ball in offense. You got a guy watching just the defense. He can't call it. The guy watching defense cannot make that call. He can't be like offsides on offense. He can't do that. That's not his job. He'll get in trouble for that. So that's why you got three guys actually watching the offense. I don't know if you knew that, but you got three guys watching the offense. So,
So then they shouldn't miss that false start every single time.
well, again, like you just said, the guard head might be a little bit forward, but again, man, come on, man, you
No, no,
talking
no,
about
no. They're
Georgia.
not. It's not
Listen,
forward. They're leaving
hey,
early.
so do you
They're
want to start
leaving
with,
early.
with banning the tush push? And we proved that. Go ahead, ban it. We'll still get first downs. Matter of fact, we'll get touchdowns.
You might want to worry about your wide receiver who's about to implode
We're
that team
not
from the
listen,
inside.
listen. Hey, listen, listen, great players want the football, right or wrong.
Yeah, he's not the first wide receiver that's
Exactly.
pulled this
And
shit.
again, it's okay. That's just that again,
It normally doesn't
listen,
go well. It
we
normally
we
doesn't
we
go well.
we talked to a future kid going to college. What did he always say? I'm always open. So just remember that.
Mhm.
Just remember that. When you coach football, receivers are always open. Just remember that. They're always open, regardless.
Looks like we're not going to get anywhere on this one. So what do we got on the agenda today?
I just sent you the agenda, Rich. You can get it started. It's in the group text.
Oh, I know what's on the agenda. I just wanted to change the subject
Yeah.
because this guy, man, he could literally see these guys moving ahead of time, and he still won't admit that they're moving.
Hey,
Hey, and there's not a center in. I watch a lot of college football, and there's not a center in college football that don't. What Tyler's talking about though is when they come to the line, they adjust the football. Then, but once they get set, and he looks back at the quarterback, you can't move football then because then it becomes a false start or they call the illegal snap infraction.
So, Chad, since you're the resident rules expert, um, what is it called when the guards leave early before the ball is snapped?
It's false start.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so we're here at Gridiron Roundtable. Current standings. Look at that. You got Dylan and Eric Talley at 63% each. However, E Tally's got 32 games that he's picked. So, so Dylan's got to catch up on the amount of games. I don't know how that's going to happen, but he's at 63%. Chad's at 46, and I'm bringing around the end with 44. But I'm starting to pick seriously now. I'm not picking UTSA over A&M anymore and stuff like that. So we'll start off with our college recap. We had Florida State losing to Virginia 46-38.
Yeah, that
who
was a
saw that?
crazy game.
Who saw that?
I
Did anybody
didn't
see
see it.
that?
No, all of us had. And the reason Dylan's picks, he didn't jump in last week, and he only picked college, so
I know.
that's why he's like
I'm just messing around.
But I didn't see that coming. All of us picked Florida State. I didn't see that coming at all. And that game at the end of it, the storming of the field, I feel sorry for that Florida State wide receiver that was in that end zone.
He got ran over?
Yeah, they were Joe Cloud. I was watching him today, and he was talking about it. And he was like, "I hope there was a emergency exit in the bottom of that end zone for him because he was right there in front of that student section when they intercepted that ball, and then they stormed the field."
Well, I tell you, I'm on one tonight, so I'm not going to say it though, because he is a young man in college. But if he was an NFL player, and that would have happened in the NFL, I said, hey man, play harder,
Mm-hmm.
prevent that from happening. So I'm going
Yep.
to say, prevent that from happening.
Did you watch the game, Rich?
I only got the end of it. I saw this. I probably watched about the fourth quarter, but that's about it. So,
What was your take, Dylan?
Probably the
You're
best
muted.
storm field I've ever
There you
seen ever. But other than that, I mean, it's concerning seeing what Florida State did to Bama and ran all over him, but wasn't able to against like Virginia. Their defense looked really bad.
Well,
All
both
right.
defenses look pretty bad to me. I mean, if you're going to give 40, what is it, 46-38?
Yeah, but Virginia's not supposed to do anything. Yeah.
46-38, yeah. I mean, so is that more of an indictment of Florida State then?
Well, I think Florida State looked past them because they were setting up to get ready to play Miami, I believe, this weekend. Am I right, Chad?
Yes. Correct.
So
Correct.
I think that was just a setup. You're talking about two ACC teams, okay? You're talking about two guys going in a different direction as far as program wise. This is, you got to think about what Florida State did last year. The Cavaliers are just the Cavaliers, man. I'm sorry, man. They're just, again, they're like the Cavaliers, the Tar Heels, NC State. Um, there's one more, Wake Forest. Those are football. Those are basketball schools. They're not football schools, man. So you're
Yeah.
not really, if they get a win, they get a win. You're not looking for them to really, honestly, if you're a powerhouse in the ACC, that's teams those are automatic wins. I don't care how great they draft, they bring in kids. Those are, if you're Clemson, Florida State, Miami used to be with the Big East, by the way, but now Miami, um, you're looking for wins. Those are automatic wins.
Mm.
Those are those are catapulting you to get ready to play for the ACC championship and get a bid for the now in the 12 team playoffs. That's what
So,
you're trying to do. You're not losing.
yeah.
You're not losing the. That's like when Alabama last year lost to Vanderbilt. You're not losing to those guys. I'm sorry.
Well, and it's setting up to where it the ACC goes through Miami right now with Clemson and Florida State and Virginia all kind of beating each other. Everything's going to go through Miami.
Which we kind of felt that was going to happen already.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's kudos to you, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
because you did pick
Yep.
that. You did pick that. You said that. Miami wins is great for football. You said that. That's your.
Mhm.
I quoted you on that.
Yep.
I quote you to it too because you said that when Miami's
Hey,
good, it's good for football.
Right.
and it's Miami's year.
It is their year. I'm going to tell you right now.
Good one, Chad. Good one, Chad. Good one. Good one.
Hey, I got to tell you about Miami fans. Miami fans, once you start winning, they love you long time, baby. That's not a good one too. Come on, Charlie. Come on. Now,
That's
Oh,
a good one.
sorry, Libby's.
let me just say. Let me just say. I don't know if it's their year or not. I got to say. Um, I got to say it's one of those things where, um, man, it's just one of those things where they're hot right now. I think they've got a good offensive line. They've got a good defensive line, and I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I don't think that's not the game we're talking about yet. But were they even one of the games? No, they weren't. So I guess we got to talk about them right here. That's what I'm looking at.
No, they weren't one of the games because I think they had
They had a bye.
yeah, I think they had a bye.
They're just a team that's going to maul you all over the place. That's what they're going to do. They're going to maul you. They're going to maul
Yeah,
you.
Miami looks good. Miami looks really good.
They
All right,
do
what's
look
the
good.
next one?
You guys are quiet, man. I'm used to Eric
Well,
Talley talking a lot.
I don't want to bog down talking about the Cavaliers, beating
Yeah.
Florida
All
State.
right, let's just go ahead and run through these then. We got number 24, TCU, losing to Arizona State 27-24. Looks like everybody picked Florida State. Everybody picked
TCU,
TCU.
TCU. Oh,
Oh
okay.
no. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, you mean
So
like before? Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
so I mean, there's rumors out there that we don't know what we're talking about.
Hold
But
on. Let me throw my
but
disclaimer out there. That's what I should have led with. The number one Eagles fan who does not know anything about sports.
no, I'm just gonna say, we're doing the talking heads thing, which is just talking sports.
Exactly.
We're not taking ourselves too seriously, and it's evident by these first two games. So
Well,
so
all of us last week was not very good in picks. I think I missed 7 and you two missed 6 apiece. So the picks last week we were off.
Well, I think so. So let me ask you a question. And that goes to, I hate to side rail, but I'm going to just real quick. Does that mean that college football is in a good state?
They asked full disclaimer about the OU. They asked Brent Venables in his press conference today about the parity in college football, and he said that it is more even level. This year is the first year that it's more even level, that a lot of teams can beat a lot of teams than it's ever been in college football. And so making picks to me, it makes it harder for us to make picks because there is a more level playing field now.
So for me, I'm gonna agree with that, and I'm gonna say, welcome to the portal era.
Mm-hmm.
So now football is getting what college basketball has been going through the last 2 years.
Yeah, because now you're getting players that, hey, man, you're only giving me 1 or 2 plays a game or 1 or 2 plays a quarter. Screw this. I can go over here and go play. I might even go to a sub power forward conference and go play over here, and I get to play the whole game. And that's what they're looking at is in order to get drafted, they think they need to be in front of the deal and have the most plays in a game. And so that's what they're looking at. And that's where you're getting this transfer portal is crazy. That's why they voted just the other day to change the transfer portal. Now there's only one transfer portal, one time in the spring.
So again, it's like my guy AJ Brown over there. If he's not happy, and he's going in that portal, and he's gone, and he's gonna go play for somebody else. I don't care how much he's getting paid. $33 million, by the way. Hey, I'll go take my 33 million. I'll go play for a lesser team. I'm gonna get more catches.
Mm-hmm.
Forget winning. You know.
Yep. Yep. But I do think there's a lot more level playing field this year in college football.
Rich, who you reading?
I'm looking at stats right now. I got to be ready for some of these games, man. Because I mean, we're picking stuff, and I know Chad's researching, and I didn't get a chance to research this week. So
He sent the rundown yesterday.
I know, but I'm so busy at work, I can't do this. So I guess I'm just gonna do like we do anyway, and we're just gonna wing it again.
I'm picking on the fly, baby. I'm picking on the fly.
Yeah, and I didn't see that Arizona State game, so I don't know much about it. I know that the Big 12 there's a couple of games that I've got on here for this week. The Big 12 is wide open right now. Iowa State, they're looking really good as far as where they're at. Texas Tech is another one. I know they're talking about Texas Tech's just outside the top 10, so they're looking really good. But I think once you get past like Iowa State and Texas Tech, it opens up the Big 12 as far as being pretty even. And then you get the bottom feeders like Oklahoma State's going through that's already fired their coach. So,
well, I just hope that the talking heads, they don't abuse the playoffs once they start and you get your first or second blowout. Because
yes.
I'm thinking right now as we're talking, 12 teams is a lot of teams. It's going to set somebody up for an easy road to victory. That's all I'm going to say. Having 12 teams, somebody's going to get blown out the water twice. They're going to have 2 easy games, boom, boom. And everybody's going to talk just like last year. I'm trying to think. Someone had an easy road to victory. But I know
Notre
it wasn't.
Dame.
No, it wasn't Notre Dame. It wasn't Notre Dame. They had it pretty tough, didn't they? I thought they
Yeah,
had it tough.
they
I'm
have they
asking.
have they have a tough schedule every year, man.
No. But I'm talking
Going the
about in the
playoffs.
playoffs. They beat
Indiana.
they beat
Yeah,
Indiana.
Indiana and Penn State. So yeah, it was pretty easy.
Whoa, hey, come. We're not talking about this year in Penn State.
Oh man, anytime you
That
have Drew
game's
Aller,
coming up. That
anytime you
game's
have
coming
Drew
up. By
Aller,
the way,
anytime you have Drew Aller as your quarterback, you're an easy
that
out.
game's coming up here. By the way,
They messed up by leaving
Penn,
both Pagula to
What do you think about Drew Aller, Dylan?
he's overrated.
I can't say anything. You ain't gonna hear me complain about that. You ain't gonna hear me say nothing. I'm a Penn State fan.
Penn,
I'm gonna shut my damn mouth. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna say this, man. I like Penn State. I like Penn State a
Penn
lot.
State's the one that had the easy road last year. They played SMU in the first round, beat them 38-10. Then they played Boise State in the quarterfinals, beat them 31-14. That was last year's playoffs.
All right.
And then they got beat by Notre Dame 27-24.
No, Penn State. I think Penn State has a chance this year if they beat Ohio State. They have to beat Ohio State. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get
We'll get to that. So I think Dylan, you're the only one that picked Illinois, and we all picked USC. I agree. I agree with you. Looking back on it, Dylan, because I thought USC would lose the week before because I do think the Big Ten, the Big Ten, uh, what the Big Ten style of play is a little bit more physical than the Pac-12 or whatever it was. Um, And that's the reason I think that, in my opinion, that's why I've picked against USC so much.
Well, I'll let you guys get me with the old Oklahoma guy because the
Lincoln
Oklahoma
Riley.
guy is now the head coach of USC. And again, and he didn't. I didn't watch the game, so I don't know if he threw up any of his special little trick
He
offensive
did.
plays he
He
usually
did.
has. But
He did
that's
one,
why
and
I
that
picked.
thing got called back, but it was a hellacious of a play, and it got called back for an offensive lineman downfield.
And that's why I picked. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's the only reason I picked USC. Remember, I was asking about the running game. Remember,
Mm-hmm.
and I was gonna say something. I was like, no, Illinois is the one who lost Indiana. I was like, okay, well, never mind. And I went with the Lincoln Riley effect. Lincoln Riley effect.
Right.
Yep.
But again, it's okay. Again, hey man, you win some, you lose some. Can't win them all. You gotta pick wrong sometimes.
Well, we pick
Well,
wrong a lot.
I
Not just
told you.
sometimes.
That's why we're talking heads, man. We don't know this
We're,
game,
we're, we're,
dog.
we're doing a much better job of picking wrong than we are picking right. That's for sure.
Hey, it
well,
happened. Hey, listen. One of my favorite talking heads. He finds a way to get his own show, and that's Mike Greenberg.
That guy's annoying.
But hey, listen, he picks so wrong. He has his own show. So hey, man, hey, listen, we're on to something right now. So let's keep picking. Let's just keep picking, okay? We're on to something.
So now
well,
now we're being compared to Mike Greenberg. Great. As if my self-esteem couldn't it be any lower right now.
well, and
Hey, it could be
with
worse.
that,
You could be a Jets fan.
yeah, that's true. That's
Oof.
true.
They haven't won a Super Bowl since the first one, if I'm correct.
Oof. The third
They
one, I
didn't even
think.
win third
Those
one.
are-
Yeah, the first two was Green Bay.
No, wait. They won the fourth one, didn't they?
Let's fact
Because
check it.
you had Green Bay. Then I think you had Kansas City. I thought, and then it was no. It was the Jets.
The Jets won Super Bowl III.
Yeah, Super Bowl III. Yeah, because they
When
were
is
the
Joe?
first. They were the
That's
AFL. They were the
Joe
AFL.
Namath. That was Hollywood
Joe
Joe.
Namath. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Joe Namath, man. Come on now.
That's when he
Come on now.
guaranteed a victory.
Broadway Joe.
There you go. Where did Broadway Joe play college football at?
Alabama.
Yes, sir.
I know a little bit about
Alabama.
a little bit too.
Yeah, Green Bay beat Kansas City 35-10. Then Green Bay beat the next year 33-14 to Oakland. And then the third Super Bowl was the Jets because they picked up Joe Namath, the Jets versus Baltimore. And that
Oh,
was
was he a
not,
rookie that year?
I don't know if he was a rookie, but I don't think he was very experienced. Like he wasn't like Cam Ward. I think he was more like Jalen Hurts. Because remember this is a Super Bowl era. They had championships prior to that.
Right.
Right. So no, it was his Joe Namath was a rookie in 65, and so 69 was the
Told you.
year they won this.
Hey,
Yeah.
I just said he
You're
was.
right.
I just said he was Jalen Hurts. I just said it.
Yeah.
I just said it. But at that time, he was Broadway Joe.
Yep.
So he was the guy. He was like, oh my goodness, it was a big, huge pickup.
Yeah,
He's
because
like,
he was come out in the fur coat and the sunglasses
exactly. He was Ric Flair before Ric Flair.
Yeah, that's right. In that USC Illinois game, if with Illinois pulling that victory out, that really tells you how good Indiana is.
Yeah, Indiana. I'll give it to Indiana. They're good, but I've got to tell you, Illinois has really surprised me this week. After seeing what USC is capable of, I thought they would handle business, but it was a 34-32
It was a
game, so
close
it's not
game.
like
Yeah, it was a
it's
close
not
game.
like
they kicked the field goal to win it. They went down and kicked the field goal, but it wasn't. I watched that game. That game wasn't as close as the scoreboard says, because right before halftime, Illinois fumbled the football at the 2-yard line, and then had another bad penalty that they had to settle for a field goal at like the 15-yard line. So there was 2 touchdowns that Illinois left on the table. They were marching down fixing the score, and they left them on the table so they, what was it, 11, 12-point difference that they could have had more points on the scoreboard for that. But one of the things that got my attention was 2 things. I was listening to Talking Heads today was Lincoln Riley's record at USC against top 20 teams is horrible. And
not as bad as James Franklin.
No, close. But he hasn't been at USC as long as James Franklin's been at Penn State. The other thing was they were talking about how Belima at Illinois, how he got the team to refocus. Hey, that's a blimp in the road. Let's go. We got to go play. We still got the rest of the season ahead of us. And how those boys fought back, that tells you how tough mentally that Illinois team is.
Just looking, Penn State might have 3 losses this year. We already lost 1, Oregon. We might lose to Ohio State, and we might lose to Indiana. That's not a playoff team, guys.
Mm-mm.
So let's just take them out the top 10. Let's move them let's make them the back.
There's some that's in. I mean, Joe Klatt, I watched him. Me and Dylan was talking about it today. I watched Joe Klatt today, and he don't even have OU in the top 10 because he's saying with Mateer being hurt, but he's still got Alabama, and because they beat Georgia, he's got them back in there, and Georgia's still in the top 10, and Penn State he's got at number 9. Well, he's got Notre Dame up there too, and Notre Dame.
Remember what happened last year with Georgia? They only had 1 loss, if I'm correct. That was against Alabama, right? And then they got to the playoffs. So again, we're looking. That might be a repeat. They just can't. Again, they just can't beat Georgia. Just can't beat Alabama. But anyway, let's go ahead and move to the next game.
Yep.
Yeah, let's zoom through these, man. We're taking our time with these, man. I mean, we got to get to the important stuff this week.
Okay, he wants to talk about how explosive his offense was. Okay, my bad.
No.
Yeah, you do.
No.
You're really happy about you're really having a number one or something, and that's
No,
fine. I'm getting it. I'm
I'm
happy
not.
for you.
I'm not. We're not even talking about this. Why do you keep bringing up the Cowboys?
Why? Because you guys had a good weekend. You didn't win.
Number
You didn't lose.
number
So
one.
you're right where you're supposed to be.
Number one. Ohio State 24 at Washington 6. Hey man, it looks like all of us picked Ohio State
except for Dylan.
Except for Dylan. Dylan, what? So tell me, walk me through that. Are you just not a believer in an Ohio State's young quarterback, or what led you to pick Washington there, Dylan?
I think that Washington's a better team than people are giving them credit. And it was close until it got to a thing where Washington had to throw the ball on the field and push the ball downfield, which isn't their game. But I don't know. I feel like Ohio State's a little overrated right now because they beat a really bad Texas team at home by 7.
You said they beat a bad Texas team. You think they're bad?
Yes. They
That's
played terrible.
They got one
that's
of the top rated defenses.
that's a strong statement there.
Who have
Bad
they
No, that's what I'm
Texas.
played?
saying. They got one of the top defenses now. Their offense, again, they're just taking form of what the Dallas Cowboys are teaching out there in Texas.
Again,
I
all
mean,
roads lead back to the Cowboys. I tell you, underneath
This
those
is easy.
glasses, this guy's he's a closeted Dallas Cowboys fan. He's a closeted Dallas Cowboys
This
fan.
is like, hey, this is like
Just,
shooting fish in the
just
barrel right now.
yeah. You know what? You know what? Stephen A. Smith one time said the reason he hates the Cowboys
Uh-huh.
is because he got his heart broken by an ex-girlfriend, and she was a big Cowboy fan. So that's why he talks about him so bad nowadays. Something like that happened to you in the past?
All right. Growing up, being from Philly, you're winners all the way around. You don't have to root for your teams because at the same time you're just winners, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you rooted for everybody. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I rooted for whoever was winning. I'm not gonna lie to you. I rooted whoever was winning. I didn't grow up an Eagles fan. I didn't grow up a Sixers fan. I just liked everybody. Whoever was going to the Super Bowl, that's who I rooted for.
Right.
So when I joined the military in 1992, you have to pick sides, and wherever you're from, you have to represent your house.
Right.
You can't be from Philadelphia rooting for the Cowboys. You can't be rooting for the Arizona Cardinals, which at the time was the Phoenix Cardinals. I don't know if you remember that. I'm sorry, not the Phoenix Cardinals, but it was the St. Louis Cardinals. I don't know if you remember that.
They were the St. Louis Cardinals.
Yes. And then we also had the Giants, of course, and then we had the Washington Redskins. So you couldn't
Bush Stadium.
Yes, you couldn't root for those guys being in the military because you're not from there. And that's the first thing they would ask you, where are you from? Oh, okay. So you had to be a homer. So that's why I always say, you know what? So I've been a Philadelphia fan, like a diehard Philadelphia fan since I joined the military because I had to be. Same thing with the Sixers, which I don't know, man. My contract's up with the Sixers. I think I might just go ahead and be a 100% Spurs fan.
Right.
I'm trying to keep that loyalty of the Philadelphia 76ers there, but I'm losing every day. And then of course the Philadelphia Phillies. And I try to do hockey. I try my best to do hockey. I used to go when I was living in Carolina. I would actually go to games and watch the Hurricanes and the Flyers play. So I tried to do hockey. I'm just not a hockey guy. It's cold, and I'm not. That's not me. That's not me. But that's why I'm a diehard 100% Philadelphia fan. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So what you could almost say, hey, were you a fan when Danny White? Yes, Danny White, Ed Too Tall Jones, Randy White, all those guys was winning for y'all. I liked them at that time. You can say that.
Okay. All right.
All right.
So okay. So we got that off our chest.
All right.
We had
as long as y'all keep losing, y'all just make it easy though.
We have number 4 LSU, 19 at Ole Miss 24. We all picked Ole Miss except for Coach Tally. He picked LSU.
Yeah.
The thing about it is, Ole Miss is such a difficult place to
No,
play.
that's not it. No, that's not it. It's
It
Lane Kiffin.
is
Lane Kiffin, bro.
a difficult place to play.
I'm
It
not a
has
I'm not a Lane Kiffin fan.
it has been for a long time.
I'm not a Lane Kiffin fan. I'm sorry. I just don't believe in Lane Kiffin. You're not a good leader to me. You're sitting there leaving your team high and dry. I didn't like his antics. If I'm correct, he did that with Tennessee, I believe. Was it Tennessee
Tennessee's
or
the one that
California?
Tennessee's the one that he left and went to
He left with the
USC.
USC, right? And then they fired him
Yeah.
and he went off to Oakland. Or yeah, Oakland. Yeah, I just not a fan of that kid. I'm sorry. I'm good. I don't need to
Well,
ever
and
meet him. I'll pick against him 8 times out
but,
of 10, Bo.
but he's no different than to me. He's no different than Shark. Sorry, he did the same thing. He went through Alabama, through Nick Saban, relearned. Why did Shark get fired at USC? Shark did really good at Washington and went to USC. What did he get fired for?
I don't know. What do you get fired for?
Showed up to practice and was yelling and screaming at players and was so intoxicated it took 3 coaches to get him off the field.
Right.
And they fired him. And so he went through the rehab, through the Nick
Hold
Saban
on.
rehab
Was
program, just like Clemson.
Was USC that good at that time? Weren't they going through
Yeah.
their scandals? They were going through their scandals back then, remember?
Wait, they were coming off the scandals because the scandals all happened on Pete Carroll, and he was the one that followed Pete Carroll.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So maybe that's drove him to drink.
dealing with these college athletes wanting paydays before NIL.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I might drove him to have a adult beverage every now and then.
Yeah.
And then, dealing with the kids, those privileged in his mind, maybe. I don't know. I give him a buy. I like Sark. I like what he's doing right now. I think he has Texas going in the right direction.
I think he does too. With LSU, I just think that I just don't know if Brian Kelly's the fit for LSU, and he's not the Southern guy.
Not with his fake accents.
Yeah,
he sounds like I'm not. I was going to start talking about political figures changing their voices and stuff, but he changed his voice to act like he was from down south. I mean, come on, we saw through that.
Yeah, he did. When they did the introduction video or the introduction to introduce him as the LSU head coach, he was talking like he was from Louisiana.
Yeah, he was talking like that. I'm like, come on, man, you were just at Notre Dame, fool.
He had a very proper accent, I'm sure, being from Notre Dame.
Yeah,
being up there in Indiana, I'm sure he enunciated every word.
The way he left because I'm a Notre Dame fan too. So the way he left Notre Dame high and dry right before their college football playoff game, that really didn't sit well with me. The kids don't deserve that. I know they're getting their NIL money now and all that, but that's just unprofessional.
I can agree with that. I can get behind that. Again, I'm not a fan of him either, so I'm with you.
Well, I think he did a favor for Notre Dame.
Yeah, I think what's his name is a way better. Marcus Freeman is a way better coach.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, just a little known fact that I didn't share this with a lot of people, but last year when the Cowboys parted ways with Mike McCarthy when they didn't re-up his contract, I was secretly hoping that they would hire Marcus Freeman for that job. I think that he's a leader of men. He is a leader.
That's a big jump though, man. To be the head coach, of that program, man, you got to have a hell of a personality.
You mean for Notre Dame or for Dallas?
For Dallas.
Dallas. Notre Dame is basically the Dallas Cowboys of college football.
Far from it, they're not.
They don't have Jerry Jones standing up there putting their thumb on top of everything.
No, but I think Chad can back me up on this.
All right.
For you, Eric Talley, it's not the same. For a guy like Chad, it will be the same because there's guys like Chad who they don't follow the NFL. And if we know anything about college football fans, they are equally as fanatics as NFL fans, if not worse. Look at the way they stormed the field after big victories and stuff. So you might not have Jerry Jones standing over your shoulder, but you've got the entire administration at Notre Dame standing over your shoulder. So I think it is a very similar job, and I think he could handle it very well.
I
Okay.
think Bama's that kind of job for college football.
Alabama is too.
I feel like that's more like the Cowboys now.
No, because Alabama's won championships recently. Alabama might be more like the Patriots. To me, the Cowboys and the Irish, Notre Dame. That's why Notre Dame has home games across the country because they're like the America's team of college football.
No, I agree with that. They are the America's team, but when you're talking about being on a hot seat every year or having somebody control it, that's where Dylan's talking about Alabama because hey, look at the board lost one game this year, and they were talking about fans are trying to raise $75 million to get him fired.
Right.
I mean, that's some rabid fans at Alabama, but Notre Dame is America's team when it comes to because before 1982, when OU and Georgia sued the NCAA for not allowing them on TV because the NCAA controlled the TV contracts, there was only whatever the NCAA said and what Notre Dame said. Notre Dame's been on TV forever because they've had that NBC contract.
Right.
And so they were the team that everybody – I mean, I got a friend that lived in South Carolina and now lives in Virginia, and he talks about that. He always remembered Saturday afternoons being able to watch Notre Dame play football, and that was his football team. That was the team he cheered for because that was a team that was always on TV.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
But I do think Marcus Freeman, and you know what? I still think I wasn't a big fan of the Brian Schottenheimer hire at the time. I've kind of softened on that a little bit, but I did want Marcus Freeman. Marcus Freeman is definitely a leader of men, and he looks like he looks like he could still button up that chin strap and play some football too.
Yeah, he does.
I want to agree. I want to agree to disagree. I want to disagree so bad. So I just shut up, shut my damn mouth.
You don't think
Marcus? I feel like
Freeman?
You guys are like stone cold talking to me right now. Just shut your damn mouth. I'm shutting up. I'm shutting up.
Why is that?
Because you're right, and it pains me. Look at the camera right now, and it pains me to say this. Yes, Notre Dame is often referred to America's team in college football due to its large national following, historical success, and independent status. Through some sources, argues it is too polarizing to fit the title. A 2025 study indicated Notre Dame had the backing of 40 out of the 50 states for the college football, a testament to its widespread popularity, similar to the Dallas, I'm about to throw up, Cowboys in the NFL. So it pains me. It pains me to say all that.
Well, hold on. Well, don't let it pain you because we're not really talking about the Cowboys. We're talking about
college football.
Yeah.
How college football somehow, some way, has crowned the Notre Dame Fighting Irish as the America's team for college football, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, and the reason we got into this conversation is because I think Marcus Freeman is, I have to say, in Marcus I trust.
Oh my goodness.
That man is.
Well, you got Schottenheimer instead now.
Yeah.
You got Schottenheimer.
That's
I
fine,
like Marcus Freeman, and I think he's going to be great for Notre Dame. I don't know that. I think he's very content with Notre Dame.
He's going to be the one that breaks the drought eventually.
He has to win, though.
He's going to break the drought.
Yeah,
he's going to break the drought.
The only thing that he has, the thing against Marcus Freeman is Notre Dame has some very, very strict rules for acceptance.
They do. They're one of the
Academic
ones.
wise.
Yes.
And he's young. He's only 39 years old.
He's gonna break the drought.
Here's the good part. Here's the good part. They'll always be looked as long as they win a lot of games and lose no more than 2 to 3. They'll always be looked upon as that 5th or 6th team get into the playoffs. Now that we have 12.
Yeah.
So they'll always have a good chance to make it. And he's going to slip up and get one this year. He's going to get one.
I don't think they're going to.
You don't think they're going to make the playoffs?
Nah, they don't have another ranked team on their schedule. They're not going to get good enough wins to get in.
I agree with Dylan. I think they're ranked number 21 right now, and their 2 tough games were Miami and Texas A&M. By the way, those were both very close losses, which could have gone either way. You could argue that A&M benefited from some very big non-calls and whatever. And so, but Notre Dame had 2 tough games, and they lost them both by slim margins. That's the only reason I think they have an outside chance to get in if they run the table. But it's going to be hard because right now they're at 21. They don't seem to be moving. They don't seem to be moving the needle with the voters.
Here's how they'll do it. That's what everybody forgets. We got 12 teams now. The fact you have 12 teams, they just mollywop Purdue, Big Ten team. They beat them on the 20th. They beat them 56-30. They came right back, and they just mollywopped this past weekend. They just mollywopped Arkansas, 56-13. So they
got Arkansas's head coach fired.
So they went from Big Ten to SEC and put up 50 points. They do that for the rest of the time. They beat Boise State the same way. They beat NC State. They really beat USC like that. They really got to beat USC. They beat Boston College. They mollywop Navy, Pittsburgh, Syracuse, and Stanford. They'll get in with no problem.
Well, I'll say this: if they're in striking range, and this is where I'll disagree with Dylan a little bit. If Notre Dame's in striking range, like let's say they're in, because they have to be in the top 12, since they're not in the conference, they have to be in the top 12 to qualify for the playoff. If they happen to be 8, 9, 10, 11, or 12, they'll get in because of the eyes on them, the ratings.
Yep.
Let's not forget the college football is about money, and the way you get money is you get. That's why so many years. How many years do we say, "Oh, I can't believe they got Georgia and Alabama in there"? Well, it's because people are going to watch them. People are going to watch them.
Not just that. What you're talking about, what Tally just read. 40 of the 50 states, Notre Dame travels. So when you want to sell tickets, Notre Dame travels.
Yep.
So, and I agree with, to an extent, what Tally's talking about. I understand what Dylan's saying because they don't play another ranked team. But if they blow out teams, they're going to have to, when they go into every one of the rest of their games, they're going to have to beat the crap out of them. Well, it's going to have to be a 30-point victory or better.
Well, let me ask you this. What if Miami and A&M stay undefeated and they both end up in the top 5 and Notre Dame lost to each of them? Notre Dame lost to each of them by 3 points or whatever it was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they blow everybody else out and those 2 teams stay up there, which I think Miami has a better chance than A&M does. But if they stay up there, if Miami stays up there and A&M say they lose and they lose and barely miss the SEC championship game or get into the playoffs because they're one of the top 3 teams in the SEC, then that's going to help Notre Dame's case because they were close games and they beat, but they're going to have to dominate the rest of their schedule. They're going to have to dominate.
Real quick, Texas A&M only has 3. They have 3 tough games remaining.
They have Texas, the big.
They got Florida first. They got Florida first. They got to beat Florida.
Yeah, they're going to beat Florida.
They're going to mollywop Florida to use their.
Yes.
I know. But they just they have to beat them though. Again, you have to beat Florida. You have to beat them. Florida's a team that we like. Football, we love when Florida's good. You got to beat LSU. And guess who else you got to beat?
Texas.
Got to beat Texas. You win all your games by 1 point, 2 point, whatever.
I'm telling you, when that that Texas game gets here, it's going to be undefeated A&M versus 2-loss Texas.
You know what?
You just secured Notre Dame in the playoffs.
But let me tell you, don't write off Texas because Uncle Rico's getting better every week.
He played
My
Sam
guy calls my
Houston
man
State.
Uncle Rico.
Oh man.
What'd you say, Dylan?
He played Sam Houston State.
No, I was saying that tongue in cheek, man, because I'm calling him Uncle Rico because I don't think he's a good. I don't think he's what I think he's overrated. You're talking about Drew Aller being overrated. I think Arch Manning is overrated. That's the guy I think. And what did he play? 3A ball in high school or 2A or what was it?
Yeah.
2A.
I mean, 2A ball. Come on, he dominated 2A ball.
2A. What was it? But it was Dylan. It was at a private school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2A at a private school, so he had the best offensive line money could buy.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
he got okay. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead because
All right,
he
so
got
we just
torn
got
this week. By the way,
yeah, A&M. We were talking about A&M in that the Auburn 10, A&M 16 in that game. We all had A&M on that one.
That was a good win for A&M. Actually, I thought that might be a place where they tripped up. And I picked them, but I was a little bit worried about that because anytime you play against Auburn and LSU and those SEC teams, anything can happen.
And Auburn, after complaining about the OU loss, and then this one, their offense is very one-sided. They can run the football, but Jackson Arnold, that was where OU got 10 sacks against him. That kid, one of the deals they showed, he held the ball for 3.5 seconds. You're giving that your offensive line's hurting when you hold the ball that long.
Right.
He's not reading the defense very well, and he's just not seeing the field. And Hugh Freeze is about to lose his crap over. I mean, we've seen enough videos from the practices of
Right.
him throwing clipboards. So,
right. So that was a good one for A&M. Good win. Number 11, Indiana 20 at Iowa 15. I think we all had Indiana on that one. I think Indiana is for real. Like you said,
the only reason that it's 15 and not 13 is because there was like 10 or 8 or 10 seconds left in the game, 12 seconds, something like that. And to run the clock out, it was 4th down. If he takes a knee, they give him a heck of a shot to do it. So the quarterback took the ball and took off running and made him chase him out the back of the end zone and gave him a safety. And that's what ended the game. So
right. Yep. And then we had number 15, Tennessee, defeats Mississippi State at Mississippi State 41-34 in overtime. Chad and myself had Mississippi State. Tally and Dylan had Tennessee.
So can y'all explain that? What y'all took Mississippi State for?
Because it was at Mississippi State, and Mississippi State is tough. They're tough. They went into overtime, bro.
It was tough, and I took Mississippi State because I really liked what they did the week before. They've been playing really well under Jeff Lebby, and they're starting to build a lot of confidence with him. And Tennessee hasn't really impressed me. They haven't played real to do any impressive. Yeah, I see the look.
He made it sound like it was a blowout. It was an overtime game.
Yeah, it was an overtime game.
But no, the reason I asked that question is because Tennessee again. Remember I said when I first talked about when we talk about the ACC, there's certain teams that just stay at the middle.
Mm.
That's what Tennessee. That's what Mississippi State. That's what they all do. They're the middle guys. They're just playing just to come in, just get a bowl game, man. Right. They're trying to get 6 wins, bro. 6 wins, right? 6 wins get you to the bowl.
Yeah, 6 wins get you a bowl. I think Tennessee's after watching this game, I think Tennessee's better than us. So,
do y'all remember just getting the bowl and winning against your rival game is all you had to do in college football to keep your job? Y'all remember that?
Yeah,
that's all it was.
I'm not that old.
You win your rival game.
I'm not that old.
Well, no. Oh, okay. Well, it was in the 80s.
Oh, I am that old.
Exactly. Okay. Thank you. You win your rival. You beat your rivals, and then you turn around and win and get a bowl. That's all you have to do.
You beat Michigan and go to the Outback Bowl, and you're good.
That's it, man.
That's what it
That's
used to
it.
be. Yeah.
That's what it
Now
used
you
to
got
be.
now you got to be in the college football playoff and
Now
win the
you got to be in the
tournament.
football playoffs, baby.
Yep.
You get fired.
Yep.
They're looking for the next young thing. To where though, like again, man, coaches. That's what bothers me about coaching and longevity. Let a guy. That's why I was so mad at Alabama fans for trying to fire their coach already. But anyway, I digress. I just want to know why y'all picked those guys. That's all. That was a good
They're
game.
good. They're all right. They're good. You got Arizona loses at number 14, Iowa State 39-14.
Why'd you pick Arizona, Dylan?
I wasn't gonna
See,
do
hold
that.
on. Did I
Why are
ask?
we
Did I
doing
ask? Did I, hey,
why
Rich,
why
did
are
I
we
ask the
doing
question
that?
just like Chad did just now?
Why are we doing that today? Why are we questioning each other's picks, man?
You started that.
How?
Yeah.
How did I
Following
start?
your lead. You the first one who asked Dylan. You said, Dylan, why'd you pick that?
Oh, okay.
I thought that's what we were doing.
I was
Yeah.
okay. I'm guilty.
Hey, Chad, you move that goalpost over again. I told you that dude would move that goalpost so fast.
I said guilty. I didn't. I was really in that particular game. I was asking Dylan why he picked Washington over Ohio State because I thought he had some insight that maybe we were missing. But it seems like y'all are doing it as a gotcha.
Yeah.
No. I was trying to do it just for context. So
Okay.
like, okay, oh, like who were you thinking? Oh, okay, good,
No,
good.
it's not the way you did it. You said, "What were you all thinking?"
That's
you
what.
didn't
Now I did say it that way. So, what were you thinking on that one, Dylan?
Nah, I just think that I don't think Iowa State is as good as people say because if you look at it, like look at their first game against Kansas State, it was a one-score game, and Kansas State is terrible this year. So I think Iowa State is not as good as like a Texas Tech and all them. I didn't know how good Arizona was though, so I just picked Arizona.
Yo, it's a good one. You could probably ask us the same thing, Dylan, on the next game.
Yeah.
We all picked Penn State except for you. You picked Oregon. You could ask us, what were you all thinking?
I got roped into that one because you guys kept saying whiteout. He don't lose whiteout games.
No, he does. Bama came in there and destroyed him when they.
Hey, I didn't say that, Dylan. I did not say that. They're putting words in my mouth.
When did
said
Alabama come in and destroy us?
A couple years ago, Nick Saban came into a whiteout and whooped over like 35.
What's his name? James Franklin cannot beat ranked teams even at home. That's why I'm surprised I picked Penn State. I think I was picking with my heart there because I knew Oregon was going to come in there and slap them around, man.
2011. Alabama 27, Penn State 11, and September the 10th, 2011 in a whiteout.
Who remembers 2011?
Well, Dylan, he was like 3 or 4.
That's insane, dog. Who remembers that? No
Nick
one remembers
Saban was
no
talking.
whiteout. James Franklin wasn't even coaching in 11, was he?
Nah, he was coaching Vanderbilt at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He didn't. I don't think Franklin lost to Alabama. I think the last time we played Alabama, we won because it was a meaningless bowl. And if I'm correct, if I remember right, Alabama didn't have all they dudes. Because one thing you can look this up and correct me if I'm wrong. Before we went to the playoff, Franklin always wins those bowl games because no one plays in them.
Isn't it amazing that Vanderbilt actually has a good program after James Franklin left?
Franklin's record is 0-0 against Alabama. Franklin's never coached against Alabama.
See? So he didn't. It wasn't him. It was that other dude. Remember that other guy who he came after Joe Pop?
Wasn't Bill O'Brien, was it?
Bill O'Brien.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Bill O'Brien. That's what it was.
Well, Penn State, whiteout.
Hey, listen. From now on, if
2011 was Joe Paul.
If they're ranked,
it wasn't Joe Paul.
Penn State.
Are you serious? Joe Paul was. I thought Joe Paul retired before then.
No, man. I think it was what 2015. No, it wasn't 15. What was it? 13, Chad? When Joe Pop got fired.
2011.
Wow. So he was on his way out anyway. Okay.
He's fired from his coaching position November the 9th, 2011.
When everybody got Sandusky'd in the locker room.
And he died 85 days later.
And don't say it like
And
that. Be a little bit more gentle when you say stuff like that.
Yeah, he passed. Well, that is what I was worried about with Lee Corso, is that those guys have done it for so many years, and that's their life. That when you take their life away from them, it scared me when they were talking about Lee Corso, as
Yeah.
old as he is.
Yeah. Well, shoot, we got a couple more games here. We got
Yeah.
no, we
One
got
more.
one more game. One more game. We got Alabama upsets. Number 17 Alabama upsets number 5 Georgia 24-21.
Didn't see that coming.
Again,
I'm not even
Dylan,
gonna
you
lie to
can ask
nobody.
us, what were you all thinking?
I didn't see that coming at all.
I didn't either. Georgia been playing really good, but
Georgia doesn't have a defense to compete with that RPO type system that Ryan Grubb runs at Alabama.
Well, he proved us all wrong. He looked like a good coach right now. Hey, I know they're not calling for his head now, are they?
no, they're not. Nope.
Well,
They're not calling for that guy's head right now.
because he's winning now.
I think that's so unfair.
I,
Keep that
what's
same
that
energy,
movie?
dog.
Friday Night Lights, and they talk about when he loses one of the games, and they have the for sale signs. All the real estate agents in town, they put the for sale signs in his front yard, and then when
Damn.
he wins like 2 games later, beats a big rivalry, and they're asking him if he wants the biggest house in town.
That's so
That's
disrespectful, dog.
It's a great idea. Great idea.
You gonna you gonna go talk to our guy?
Trailer. Jeff Trailer. Jeff Trailer.
Birds up, baby. Birds up. Rich, birds up. Come on.
Birds up, man.
There
Birds
you go.
up.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. I'm still a little bit sore that they haven't given us media credentials, but all right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All
got
right.
some games coming up. Let's go rapid fire here. Number 14 Iowa State 5-0 at Cincinnati 3-1.
Iowa
I got
State.
Iowa State in this one.
I got Iowa State as well. What about Dylan?
Cincinnati.
Okay, I'm going with Cincinnati then.
God dang it. Why, Dylan? Why? They're 5-0.
Because-
Why would you mess that up? They're 5-0. They're Iowa State, baby.
No,
They're the Cyclones.
Cincinnati's more physical, I think. I saw them play against Nebraska, and they ran all over Nebraska. And I think if they could do that, then they'll be a good Iowa State team.
Well, then so Dylan's all by himself with Cincinnati. All right. You got number 9 Texas 3-1 at Florida 1-3.
I got
I'm not
Texas.
changing. I'm going with
Unfortunately.
Texas, baby.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with Texas as well. I think Florida's in some trouble right now.
I think so too. Dylan, what you got?
Yeah, I'll go with Texas.
All right, that makes me feel a lot better about
That makes
that.
me feel good. I feel real good.
Number 16 Vanderbilt. Oh, look at that. Vanderbilt's actually ranked without James Franklin. Holy crud. All right, number 16 Vanderbilt 5-0 at number 10 Alabama 3-1. Vanderbilt beat them last year.
Hey, this is the same setup too. If I'm
Yeah.
correct. They played Georgia.
Played
beat
Georgia, and this is me coming off that
Same
big
setup.
win. And
Yeah, they were just at 1, though. They didn't lose a game before that.
Who you got, Dylan?
I got Bama. I think at home will help them, and I think they'll continue to use momentum after that Georgia win.
I think that I'm going to go with Bama too because they're at home, and I think Bama does have a score to settle. That was embarrassing last year. Remember, Nick Saban was embarrassed.
yeah.
And he was on College Game Day.
That was
Everybody's
funny.
got Alabama then? Everybody's
I
got
got
Alabama?
Mhm.
You got
Yes,
Alabama.
sir.
All right. Number 24, Virginia, 4-1 at Louisville, 4-0.
I got Virginia.
Man, I don't know a lot about neither one. As far as play wise, neither one of these teams. I know, shit, man. I know Virginia's coming off of a good win, right? They just beat somebody, Florida State.
Virginia beat Florida State, and they stormed the field.
Are we drinking
And overtime.
Kool-Aid? Because
They
historically,
beat Florida State.
Louisville wins that game historically.
I'm going to go with Louisville myself. In honor of what's his name? Lamar Jackson. and his hamstring.
Yeah, I'll
What you
say
got, D?
Louisville.
You got
I don't
Louisville?
know.
Yeah, I think Miller Moss is a better quarterback than Chandler Morris, and I think they're better coached.
Yeah,
Miller
I'm
Moss, is that the kid out of USC?
Yeah,
so you taking Florida? You taking Louisville?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm with Dylan on that one. I'm with Dylan on that one. I'm definitely with Dylan. I just looked at
Yeah.
last year's score. Louisville found a way to win. Louisville found a way to win.
All right. All right. Got number 11 Texas Tech at Houston. Both of them are 4-0. I'm gonna go with Texas Tech.
I'm riding the wave. Texas Tech.
I'm with you. I think Texas Tech's the team to beat in the Big 12.
Yeah, I think Texas Tech beats them by like 3 scores.
Damn.
Nah, they're good.
Yep. We got number 1 Ohio State at home against 3-1 Minnesota. Ohio State comes in 4-0. I got the Ohio State University Buckeyes at the Horseshoe.
I got Ohio State. You're not beating Ohio State at home.
I got OSU.
Not this year.
Yeah, I would say Ohio State. It's gonna be closer than people think, though.
Yep. I think
Not
Ohio
so
State's
fast, my friend.
not so fast, my friend. I think Ohio State's gonna win every game at home until they play Penn State. Number 3 Miami at number 18 Florida State. Miami comes in at 4-0, and Florida State is 3-1.
I got
Miami.
Miami in this one.
I got the U.
Miami. I got Miami. They're so physical in the trenches.
Yeah, I'll go with Miami. I think they're the best all-around team right now. They got everything.
They went back to getting thugs in the trenches, man, and that's what they needed. Get a bunch of thugs in there. They're gonna mug you
Well, that's
every
what
single play.
Get us
that's what
fired.
Cristobal is. Cristobal was a offensive lineman.
Yeah, he was there during those with those good University of Miami teams.
He was there with the Cons. All
Yeah,
right.
I like what they've done there. Then
Yeah,
you
I do
got
too.
Mississippi State at 4-1 at
Texas
4-0
A&M.
Texas A&M number 6.
12th
I got
man.
A&M.
I'm going for the 12th man.
I got Texas A&M myself.
Yeah, I would say Texas A&M as well.
I'm not going to make the mistake of
Chad?
picking Mississippi State again.
I'm with Texas A&M. You're not beating Texas A&M. I think they're setting it up to where they're going to play a 2-loss Texas team for the one side of the
West.
They beat the 2-loss Texas team the weekend of Thanksgiving, and they're playing in the SEC title game against Oklahoma.
Yep.
They're playing the West.
Yep.
No, there's no West or East. Not in the
Not?
SEC.
Yeah.
Nope.
They
SEC
changed
is
it?
no. Yep.
It's just SEC?
Yeah. Top 2 teams go play, and the top 2 teams that are setting up right now, OU versus A&M. I'm calling it for SEC championship.
There you go.
That's cool.
There you go. Well, that's a good little college football slate that we had there last week and another one this week. We'll just run through these NFL games. That Thursday night, we had the Seahawks defeating the Cardinals 23-20.
We all had the Cardinals.
We all had the Cardinals. Seahawks came in there, and I like what they're doing. They got a good little squad there.
Mm.
Sunday, we had the Vikings at the Steelers. Steelers 24-21 victors. I was the only one to pick the Steelers.
Yeah, I didn't see that one coming.
Well, I think the Steelers are on their way to another 9-8 season.
You know what? All jokes aside, I was about to say that. The Steelers is just going to stay. Aaron Rodgers want to get them to the playoffs. So he's going to do just – did you see he did a tush? They did a tush push. Aaron Rodgers did not move. He just held his hands up. Did y'all see that?
He stood in the back. He's like, I'm not going to get in there.
Yeah. So we got to start giving – we got to show that what's it called, Chad? We got to get right. We got to talk to the NFL and them so we can show that kind of stuff on the show. The dude didn't move. He just stood there. He was just first down.
We could put pictures, can't we? We just can't put video,
we can put video as long as we give credit to it.
Okay.
Because we're a media company. We have to give credit to the NFL and whoever, CBS or whoever was filming it. Just got to give credit to them.
Eagles.
Go ahead.
Eagles 31 at Bucks 25.
You guys really took the Bucks? That was so
Oh, yes.
disrespectful.
Well, I don't know if you remember, if you play back the show, I said I'm not sure if the Eagles that second half against the Rams is going to boost them going forward or yeah. So I was kind of like I'm just picking the Bucks because they're at Tampa Bay. But remember, I said I wouldn't surprise me if the Eagles won, but I did pick the Bucks.
That's so disrespectful.
No, it's not disrespectful.
Y'all had
That's
3 yards in the second half.
Say what?
Y'all had like 3 yards in the second half, I think.
How many do we have to win the game?
I don't know.
Enough, right?
There- well,
Did you know? Hold on, real quick, because I got to recap this. Did y'all not see how the game started off?
Yeah,
with a block punt.
yeah.
We scored. They again, they were really, just. And so I'm not gonna lie. I thought we were about to blow these guys out the water. So when we couldn't score, that does scare me. If you
No,
want to
they-
ask me about nervous
they-
about that,
That's
I am.
hey
that's
Dylan,
like Friday night game we'll talk about tomorrow. I went to they kicked off to the team. The team went down, made 2 plays, fumbled a football, went in and scored. Next deal came down, fumbled a football, 4 plays into it, went down and scored. And like that, it's 14-0. It changes the game quickly.
Yeah, it does. I'm telling you. So when we did that, I was just worried we were about to just beat me. I'm like, man, this game is over. I went to the red zone again. Mistake number 1.
hey Dylan, the thing is, Dylan, is the Eagles didn't want to score in the second half. They didn't want to score in the second half. That's what Tally always says. Like, oh, they didn't do well in the second half. They didn't try to score. They didn't want to score.
No. So let it be known. This game we were trying to. We are like
They
we're
always
winning
were trying to
games.
score. Don't do
No.
that.
No.
Don't do
Something's going
that.
on with
Don't
our
do
offense
that.
right now. Something's
It
going on with
is.
our
They were
offense.
they were trying not to lose instead of trying to win.
Yeah. AJ
No. This
Brown.
time, no.
AJ Brown knows. I'm
No.
actually on AJ Brown's side. He needs a
Of
better
course you would
quarterback
be.
to
Of
throw him the
course,
ball.
because you want a great receiver on y'all team.
No,
So
I don't even want him. We don't even
the,
need him.
You want the same thing that happened with T.O.
He'd be the third best receiver on our team right now, maybe fourth.
Please, he'll be the first. Man,
No, hell no.
he'll
Hell no,
see
he
Lance
wouldn't.
out of here,
He'd be the
man.
third best receiver on our
Stop being
team, man.
disrespectful to AJ Brown. That's why he gets 30.
I'm just saying
33
I back him
million.
up. I just saying I back him up. He's right. He's got subpar quarterback play going on back there.
He got 11. He got 11, 9 or 11. What's it called? Passes thrown to him. So
I mean,
I don't understand how that's subpar, but hey, it's okay.
they're not throwing the ball downfield to him. I think that's what his upset is. Jalen Hurts didn't throw a ball past 10 yards the entire game.
Because he can't.
But no,
Weak. WEAK.
see, don't do that. Don't do that. 'Cause I
Weak.
give you props.
Hey,
Listen, I give your
Weak.
guy props when your guy does well.
Weak.
I'm not gonna lie. He has one of the best.
Hey.
Just he throws that ball up in the air and makes the receiver go get it. I'm not gonna lie. That's the best thrown ball ever.
Look, man.
Hey,
I don't really.
I will say this about Jalen Hurts. You're not gonna say he's weak. Dylan, what's his squat?
Like he squats like 650. It's crazy.
That ain't weak.
That's disrespectful.
That don't have nothing to do with his ability to throw the ball down the field.
That's accuracy, not as weak though.
I'm messing with you, Tally. I'm
I
messing
know,
with
but
you,
that's
man.
just come on. You're not being fair. You're being a fanatic versus a fan. Like
I'm messing with you.
I know you are. But I get sensitive
you know
about
what?
that because
Hey, don't get sensitive because all you do is talk smack about the Cowboys.
y'all bring it on yourselves though.
And I do it once, and that's why you're wearing the glasses right now. Take the glasses off. Take the glasses off so we can see your eyes. Take the glasses off so we can see your eyes. Come on, Erica.
She goes to UT. She goes to UT. She goes to UTSA. She goes to
UTSA.
Feel bad. UTSA. Go Birds. Birds up.
Yeah.
Listen.
All right. Next
Go
game.
ahead. Now we're coming. Hey, we got one more game. I'm gonna tear them up.
Dude, well, we should have done this one after. We should have done this one after then because I'm only getting back at you because of how spiteful you are.
What?
All right. The next game we had the Rams beating the Colts 27-20.
Who saw that?
Tally saw that. Tally called that one. The Colts have been doing really good this year, and they just.
I thought the reason I picked the Colts was because Matthew Stafford didn't look right in that second half against the Eagles.
Right,
like
you said that too.
Yeah, he's been having those. He's been having back problems all summer long, and then he took a couple hits to the Eagles where it didn't look like he was right after that. So I thought he was. But hey, Puka
But
Nakua,
but right
whew,
now the problem is the Colts have a backup quarterback.
yeah.
He's an MVP candidate. He's like he's played one of the best footballs in the entire NFL.
So is Dak Prescott.
Okay, but he's a starter.
I'm just letting you know he's MVP quarterback right now.
Who's the starter in
Our
Indianapolis?
old quarterback, Wentz.
No, Daniel Jones is a starter. All right, he's the best
Oh, I'm
quarterback in the
thinking about
league.
Minnesota. I'm thinking about Minnesota. I'm thinking about
Yeah,
Minnesota. I'm
he's in
sorry. I'm thinking
Yeah,
about Minnesota.
Anthony.
Minnesota Wentz is at
Anthony
Minnesota. My bad.
Richardson.
My bad.
Anthony
Yeah,
My bad.
Anthony
My
Richardson.
bad.
Richardson, the Florida quarterback, the kid
Anthony
from
Yeah,
Florida.
Richardson.
he's the guy. Yeah.
He
Hey,
may not
hey.
start. He may not start ever in his life again.
Nah, he
Anthony
won't.
Richardson.
He's too
I misspoke
lazy.
on that.
Yeah.
It was I'm thinking about Wentz in the Vikings. We got that
Okay.
game. I got that game wrong too, by the way. The Steelers
Yep.
won that game. God dang it,
Yep.
Rich.
Yep. There you go. Jaguars at the 49ers. Jaguars upset them 26-21. Looks like we all picked the 49ers and we were all wrong.
Didn't see that.
Yeah.
Talking
We,
heads.
hey,
Only
how do
him.
you tell me you know ball without telling me you know ball?
Pick
Uh,
the 49ers against the Jaguars.
The 49ers are
Uh,
missing Nick Bosa so bad.
For the last few years they've been pretty banged up too all along the roster. So yeah, I mean we'll
They
see if
have
they'll still be all right. I think it was a little hiccup.
They have injuries every year. That's the team that has injuries every year and finds a way to
yeah.
win and get to the playoffs. I don't know
Yep.
how.
Yep.
I don't know how.
Yep. And the
Well,
But
last game,
maybe they need to look at their medical staff and their training staff because I know a
you,
couple of colleges that had to revamp theirs with a lot because they had a lot of injuries.
yeah,
you
it's
sound
usually
like
this. It's
you
usually the
sound like
soft tissue. Soft tissues are the ones that you can point right to the training staff. Joint issues like what happened to Tyreek Hill and stuff, you just can't prevent that.
oh
But those
man.
soft tissue injuries,
Hey,
those are
how did
tough.
that happen, man?
I don't know.
NFL desperately needs to go to natural grass for everything. Malik Neighbors tearing his ACL, Nick
You
Bosa.
think you blame it on the turf?
Yeah, because they showed the statistics. It's like you have like a 60% chance of tearing your ACL or having an ankle injury.
Where
But his
where was
his knee
the
wrapped
was
around.
the
His knee
Dolphins game
turned
in
the whole
Miami or
different
was it in New
side.
York? Was the Dolphins game in Miami or New York last night?
I think that was at home, wasn't it?
Yeah, that one wasn't based on he just got rolled up on.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like injuries in general because
Yeah.
I think because of the money that they're making off of the turf compared to natural grass, they don't want to.
That's a conversation we might have to have. We might have to dedicate like 30 minutes to that because our next show, Dylan, write this down, Dylan. Let's talk about the turf at Giant or MetLife Stadium in New York because that one seems to take more ACLs and ankles than any other turf. We need to figure out why that is.
50%.
Yeah.
50% of the stadiums have natural grass and 50% have artificial turf.
Yeah.
Yep. But that MetLife Stadium in New York, that's got a bad track record. I don't know if it's just the luck of the draw or what's going on there, but it's bad.
Well, and
Well,
you got to look at too. Is the venue a diverse venue? Is it a venue that hosts concerts and basketball and all the? Is it a bunch of different sporting events or events period that are in there where they're having to pull that turf up and put it back down? That goes into consideration of that
well,
Well,
too.
yeah, that's
they
what
do
they're
that everywhere.
yeah, that's what they're talking about is that the like World Cup is doing natural grass and taking out like turf and everything.
Yeah. Because I know in Jerry World over in Dallas in Arlington, they have events there every weekend, man. So I mean, if it was going to happen, it happened there in Arlington. You know?
That game was in Miami.
Yeah.
All the guy did was land on him.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we got our last game. I know Italy can't wait to talk about. We'll just let him talk about this game the whole time.
I
Packers
didn't watch the
40,
game.
Packers 40, Cowboys 40.
So stupid that they have ties in the NFL.
I feel you. I feel you. That's exactly what I said. It doesn't make sense.
Well,
I think they're trying to take the model from soccer.
I don't know why they don't. That's the one thing. College football does a lot of stuff with based on how the NFL handles it. The one thing they thank God they haven't changed is that dang kickoff rule. But I don't know where they don't take the model from college football, because college football, they went, what was it, A&M, and somebody that one year went to 7 or 8 overtimes, and so they changed the rule to where now after the second one you have to go for 2, then on the third one it's only 2-point conversions. They need to do something like that, because it still makes it fair. Each team gets a possession when you go into the overtime deal. So they need to come up with something. It's better now than it was when they used to have the sudden death, which first team scored 1. Because then if you had a kicker that had a long leg, you could get within field goal range and win the game. But now it's a little bit more fair, but still coming out with a draw.
And what was wrong? What was wrong with the NFL rules to allow you only get one possession? What stopped that? Why did they change the overtime rule?
Too many teams.
Buffalo,
too many teams complained. They were complaining.
Buffalo Bills and Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, they were complaining they didn't get a chance to possess the ball. That's all it is.
Two years in a row, Buffalo and Kansas City went into overtime, and Kansas City won both years because Patrick Mahomes won the coin toss, went down the field, kicked a field goal, kicked a long field goal, won the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That is what it is. So it certainly leaves a bad taste in your mouth, but hey, it is what it is.
It does.
Yep.
I want to win every game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so this coming week we got 49ers at Rams. I'm gonna go with the Rams.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with the Rams after what the 49ers did to us last week.
49ers and Rams, right? Hold on. 49ers and Rams. Let me see this. Hold on. Let me see this here. All right, what we got? We got 49ers 3-1 and Rams 3-1. Oh man. Shoot. History show the regular season game.
Who you got, Dylan?
I'll go Rams. I'll go Rams.
Charlie, you going Rams?
Yeah, McVay usually gets that right.
Yeah. We got all of us going to Rams. Got the 3-1 Bucks at the 3-1 Seahawks.
I'm going them Bucks, baby.
I'm going with the Bucks as well.
Me too.
Baker
is
made me a believer.
Is Mike Evans back?
No, he's on another 2 week.
Who you got, Dylan?
The Bucks.
I got the Bucks, but without Mike Evans, that offense looks a little lost. But
I think what's the other wide receiver, Dylan, that they got from Ohio State?
Emeka Egbuka.
Egbuka.
But they just got Chris Godwin back.
Chris Godwin, yeah, Godwin is back. So yeah, I guess the Bucks. 3-1 Lions at the 2-1 Bengals. Is it really 2-1 Bengals?
Yeah.
No, they got smoked last 2 weeks.
Yeah, they lost the last 2 games by a combined like 79 points or something. But it is. I'm going to take the Lions no matter what. The Bengals could be 5-0, and I'll still take the Lions.
Lions.
Yeah, I got the Lions.
And
I'm with you guys.
That's gonna be smoked sausage right there, man. It's gonna be a 40-point blowout, man. Lions are gonna score about 45 points. Bengals might score 10.
Who you got, Dylan?
Yeah, I got the Lions. They're just gonna run all over them.
Yep. Got the 2-2 Commanders at the 3-1 Chargers. I got the Chargers.
Is old buddy back?
No.
I'm going Chargers.
Yeah,
even though they laid a goose egg in Denver, didn't they?
Yeah, they should.
They just got beat by the Broncos, didn't they?
Yeah, but they're beating the Commanders. I got the Chargers too.
Oh. Looks like we're all going chalk on all these games. All right, so we got the Patriots 2-2 at the Bills 4-0. I'm gonna go with the Bills.
That's a tough one, man.
Bills by at least 3 touchdowns.
That's great.
Bills are going to smoke the Patriots. Josh
What do
Allen's
you
gonna
got,
have one.
Dylan?
Josh Allen's gonna have one of his little.
Patriots.
You got the
What?
Patriots?
I think Drake May is better than y'all give credit for. They just had their offense is starting to get rolling. So I think the
What?
Bills are gonna overlook this game more than y'all think.
Nah, I don't think the Bills overlooked game.
I'm
They're
gonna.
I
I'm
legit.
gonna.
might be wrong. I might be wrong, but I think the Patriots will surprise a lot of people.
I'm gonna call. I'm gonna call Josh Allen. Tell him not to overlook him.
Exactly. Yeah, you call them. Let them. Let them know. Let them know. We need them. Hey, we need them. Don't be overlooking nobody in this one right here.
Yeah.
Tyler, you got the Bills too?
Yes, sir. Oh yeah, all day. I'm a fan. I'm a
All right.
fan.
Chad, you got
Yeah, I love
the
them.
Yeah,
I
I
Chad,
got
got
the
you,
Bills.
you got the Bills. Okay. And then Monday Night Football, 2-2 Chiefs at the 3-1 Jags. I don't know
I
why I
got the
can't. I don't know why I can't take the Jags serious, man.
I got the Jaguars in this one. Chiefs just do not look good this year.
what
They
They
don't.
don't.
they looked pretty good last week when they got Xavier Worthy back. So I think the Chiefs will win.
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs myself.
Well, you got Chad.
The Jaguars.
Ooh, ooh. I love it. I love it, Chad.
What
Chad,
do
you
you
went
got,
out on a
Tyler?
limb on that one. I had the Chiefs, baby. I had the Chiefs. Come on now. I'm Patrick
He's a,
Mahomes fan.
hey, Chad. He
Yeah.
doesn't just have the Chiefs. He has the Chiefs, baby.
Yeah, I got the Chiefs, baby. Yeah, that's a no-brainer right there. I took all the favorites.
Man, it is what it is, man. That's a good lineup right there. I mean, it's easier
That
to
is a good
pick the
lineup.
it's easier to pick the pro game than it is a college game for sure.
Yeah.
By this time
Well,
of this by this time of the season, most of these teams start to pick a direction they're going.
Well,
Um,
I think that, like I was saying, that when they were talking about the press conference with Venables today, that about the parity of how even college football is getting this NIL. Now, I think once that comes down next year to where they're having to divvy up the money, the profit sharing that they're doing, and having to figure out how the programs that haven't put general managers in right now, I think they're going to have a little bit of a learning curve, but the bigger programs, Texas, Oklahoma, Notre Dame, Alabama, they've all been bringing in general managers for the last couple of years. So they're kind of managing all the NIL and all the money. Because Venables was talking about that in his press conference today about how when he first came here and the NIL got passed, it was him and one of the former players that was trying to, all right, I got recruits coming in for this weekend, so now Friday night, I'm meeting with them at the hotel. Saturday, I'm meeting them before the game. Saturday after the game, I'm meeting them. Sunday morning, I'm at church with them, where I'm meeting them before they get on the deal. And then I'm also I'm offering you a letter to come and play football for the University of Oklahoma, and I'm offering you $1 million a year because you're one of my top kids, and I want you to come here. He had to do all that himself, and now he's got general managers. All he's got to do is go back to the old way of I'm just recruiting the kid. The general manager is able to discuss NIL and profit sharing and all that stuff. So the teams that have that, I think once that gets into play next year, I think they'll be a little bit ahead. But the parity in college football I like it. It makes it where, like you said, it's hard to pick.
Definitely
Any
hard to
given
pick.
Saturday.
Yeah, any given Saturday, you can lose a game big and get fired on Monday, like Arkansas fired Sam Pittman, and it looks like former Arkansas head coach Bobby Petrino is the
Yep.
interim head coach. I remember the old Bobby Petrino years back in the day. I think right now Arkansas is still searching. They're still searching for that old Southwest Conference magic that they used to have, and it just hasn't happened since they went to the SEC. That's a tough gig for them to go there. They just haven't had the success there. I mean, they're usually good enough to be that middle of the pack. Sometimes they're the upper middle of the pack, but man,
Well, they always jump up and surprise you. They'll beat a team that they're not supposed to beat at some point. Like you said, maybe sometimes they're upper middle pack. But I mean, there was discussions when the Big 12 was looking at expanding about offering Arkansas to leave the SEC to come to the Big 12, but the the difference in the money a team makes in the SEC compared to the Big 12 because of the television contract it's crazy different. That's why OU and Texas left. But my bigger deal is the fact that one, Bobby Petrino got offered to come back as the offensive coordinator after how he left Arkansas.
right,
That was a big step for them. And now that he's the interim head coach, it's crazy.
right. Very
And
crazy.
then Sunday also, I didn't put it on here. Sunday also, Oklahoma State, after firing Gundy, naming Doug Meacham the offensive coordinator, the interim head coach. Saturday they got spanked by Baylor. Sunday they fired the defensive coordinator.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think we're starting to see the age of the NIL, and the transfer portal and such. You're going to start seeing more coaches get canned early mid-season, because they want to have their next year's staff kind of in place by the time that transfer portal opens up, and they can go out there and make a hard push at recruiting players, I think.
Well,
So
that new transfer portal, when is it, Dylan? When is it? It's in the spring now, isn't it? Like February, or
Yeah.
right? It's after the national championships. Only one. The starting this year, there's only going to be one transfer portal. They used to open one right before or right around National Signing Day, and then open one in spring. And now it's just in the spring. So because that was the big discussion about what you just said about, hey, if I fire my coach at the end of the year, I bring him in, and he's got to recruit the transfer portal immediately. Now, with it being in the spring, they can get rid of coaches at the end of the year and be able to manipulate things a little bit. But I think you're right. I think that the NIL deal, because now donors are not just donating money to pay salaries of these coaches, they're also donating money to pay for the players. So there's a lot more donors are putting up a lot more cash than what they were, at least above the table. We know that they were below the table before, but at least above the table, they're putting a lot more money on there. So my question to you guys is, do you think that these contracts with these coaches are going to get changed to where these buyouts aren't as crazy as what they've been being because of the having to be able to fire, or having the ability to be able to fire a coach after a couple of years? Because like I said, DeBoer at Alabama, his buyout $75 million right now. Clemson's is close to that thing.
Well, let's just say you got three right now. You got three big names. You got Clemson, their struggles, 1-3 start. You got Oregon State, and then you got Colorado. You got those two, and then the two you already mentioned. Was that the Patino guy? Was it Arkansas? If I'm correct?
Yeah, Arkansas.
So to me, the fact that you're moving into the playoff era, I think those buyouts will get lowered. I believe, and the reason why I think they will is because of the what you laughing at, Rich?
somebody just sent me a meme.
Uh-huh.
It's a
Stop,
picture of
man.
the Bengals, and it says, "NFL, please flex us out of the Thanksgiving game, man. I don't want to be screaming at my grandma." It's Cincinnati's playing at Baltimore on Thanksgiving.
Oh, Thanksgiving they are.
Yeah.
Well, so I think the buyouts will get a little bit more.
Easier to pay.
Well, not easier to pay. They won't offer those 4 or 5 year contracts no more. I think they're going to come off the table because you have to.
Yeah.
You have to. Again, I'm thinking 3 years. 3 years is max.
Well, let me look, because one of the other coaches that's on the hot seat right now too is Lincoln Riley at USC. Because he's another one, like
who used
he's
to coach
another
at
one.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, he's another one that
This guy wants Lincoln Riley fired so bad, man.
I love to see this guy.
Even if he wasn't on the hot seat, he's going to be on the hot seat because Chad's going to will him on the hot seat.
Yeah, I can't stand the guy, but he's another like Franklin. He hasn't won against top teams when he has to, not since he's been at USC. But he was like what you're talking about, Tally. So he, in 2021, when he went to USC after he left Oklahoma, he signed a 10-year contract.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Those contracts are gonna,
And it was
just,
$110 million over 10 years was his contract.
And again, think about it. These guys are getting paid like they're Nick Saban.
Yeah, because he'd only been the head coach at OU for what was it there, Dylan? 3 or 4 years as the head coach at OU, and now he's getting he became the highest paid.
Kirby Smart deserves his $13.3 million salary. He deserves it. He went back to back. Only two other coaches did that. One's not coaching anymore right now, and one's on the hot seat.
The Clemson coach. And Nick
Who?
Saban's the other one.
Yeah, Nick Saban
So
and the kid
Dabo,
from
Dabo.
Dabo.
Yeah.
They're the only one. So again, I think he's in that he deserves what he gets. I don't think you should
Yeah.
fire him. I don't think you should
Oh, I
fire
don't
him.
think Kirby Smart's he's solidified it.
Yeah,
He's
his
got a
was a
pretty
10-year
solid
deal,
footing.
by the way. His was a 10-year deal.
Kirby's was
130 million.
Yeah, his new contract. Yeah, but that wasn't his first contract.
Hey,
His
Dylan.
first contract was probably
Hey, Dylan.
Yeah.
Next week you got to talk more. I'm tired of hearing these two guys talk. I need some fresh blood, man. I need fresh blood out here, man. Come on, we
Lincoln
need some
Riley's
fresh
buyout
need some fresh
uh
takes.
yeah. Lincoln Riley's buyout's 90 million. 90 million.
Dylan, do you hate Lincoln Riley as much as your dad?
I don't think he did the things right, but like at the end of the day, it's gonna be a business. Like players are allowed to do it, so why can't coaches?
Ooh, that's why we need his takes. I've heard that several times. If players,
Lincoln Riley's
if
the fourth highest paid coach, by the way. He's the fourth highest. Our guy with Texas is third. Dabo's is second. And I don't think you should even talk about firing Dabo.
who's number one?
Kirby Smart.
Kirby Smart. Okay.
13.
Yeah.
See, they need to do. I'm surprised Kirby didn't do it since he was around Nick Saban. When Nick Saban did that last contract at Alabama, when he was thinking about leaving and he decided to stay, what he did was that he got him to, it was like $9 or $10 million a year, but he had a line in his contract that said, if any coach gets a better contract than I have, I make $100,000 more than they do.
All right.
It was automatically in his contract.
This is what pisses me off here about sports. All right, I'm gonna name some names. I want you to let me know who are they and what school. Chris Killman,
Coleman.
Kileman. What school? Don't worry about it.
Okay.
He's getting $5 million. $5 million a year. I'm sorry.
Is that the Texas State coach?
No, Kansas State.
Oh, Kansas State coach.
He's ranked 40. He's ranked 40. He signed a contract with 29. He signed a contract with $29 million. Who is he? Who is this guy? I'm sorry. Hey man. Hey, $5 million for the Kansas State coach? All right. Okay, here. I'm gonna go one more. Sonny Dykes.
TCU.
Dykes is, yeah.
$5 million.
I mean, he went to a
$5
national
million.
title.
Huh?
He went to a national championship. Can't really.
Who? He played in the
Sonny
playoffs.
Dykes.
No, he didn't.
No,
he
they
didn't
went.
win.
He went to the
Yeah.
national championship and lost in the championship game.
He didn't.
Yeah,
he didn't win. He didn't win.
Yeah, he did. He didn't win the national championship, but he took TCU.
He took TCU.
Dog, it's the playoffs. We're talking about the playoffs, baby. It's the playoffs, dog.
They got good
Listen,
teams.
you get
That was a good team.
Okay. What's TCU look like? See, I don't want to beat TCU up too bad because they're a Texas team, so I want to be careful about beating them at TCUs and SMUs and all those guys because they home. So I'm not gonna beat them up. So I'm gonna stop with him. I'm gonna leave him alone. All right, he gets a bye. All right, what about this guy? No, you guys like him, Mac Brown.
You don't
like
coach
him.
no more.
No, I know, but he's still on the what's it called? He's still getting paid.
I mean,
He's still getting paid from North Carolina.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, he's getting paid. Yeah.
He's getting paid for North Carolina and just announced that he's got a new podcast for the Texas Longhorns.
Hey, $5 million this year, by the way. And look, that's the 42nd highest paid contract. Dave Clawson. You know what school? He's getting paid $4.7 million. Know what school? Wake Forest. Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Nope, not gonna mess with that guy. Tony Elliott.
Virginia's head coach.
No, Virginia Tech. I mean Virginia. Yep, Virginia.
Virginia.
He's getting 4.2 million.
He was the offensive coordinator at Clemson when they won the national title when Brent Venables was the defensive coordinator.
All right. Here we go. Ryan Walters.
Purdue's head coach.
Yep. 4 million. What did he win?
Nothing.
All right. And last one, I'm gonna leave this alone, beat this dead horse. Matt Campbell. Because Rich ain't even having fun.
Matt Campbell's Iowa State's head coach.
Yeah.
4 million.
I don't know none of those names, so I don't follow coaches like that. So I'm just like, there's no. Even if you named Brent Venables, I wouldn't even know who that was. The only reason I know who it was because Chad has mentioned him at least twice every week.
Yeah, Matt Campbell is. There's a lot of teams that were after Matt Campbell. And
Oklahoma, right?
who? Brent Venables? No. Matt
There he
Campbell
goes. He did Venables again, right there. Shoot.
He said Oklahoma. Matt Campbell. Who was the other one? There was one of the Matt Campbell was being talked about for Chicago Bears head coach.
Oh man,
He was linked to so many head coaches.
Yeah, he's been linked to a lot, but he's said he's solidified at Iowa State.
Eric's over here. If Eric would have been naming all those people, I would have been like, shit. I hope we're not betting money on if I know them or not. I don't know not one of those names, man.
I'll bet
money. That's honestly my point, though. That's the point behind it. To where though I think we were talking about coaches and buyouts and all that, and it's like, hey man, and I get it.
All it takes is an alumni that's a businessman. Each school's got big donors that graduated from there, and that's what pays those coaches' salaries.
And I get that. Again, I believe in the booster clubs. I love it. I love it for high school, college. I love it. I think it's needed. But it just bothers me when we're paying coaches all this money to talk about, hey, not even giving them a chance to stay around for a year. You're talking about, hey, I'm gonna fire this guy after 2 seasons. Like again, Alabama coach, you're firing him because you're not liking what he's producing.
Lost one game. Yeah,
it's like, come on, dog. That just doesn't sit well. That's all I'm saying.
There's programs like Clemson Clemson had some rough years when Dabo first went there, and they believed in him and they let him build the program up. And you got to believe it. It takes a coach at least 4 to 5 years to get all of his players in there and build the culture that he wants to give him a chance.
Well, I just need to know, what did this guy do to earn $10 million to coach Alabama?
He had a hell of a quarterback that got drafted.
Because he was at Fresno State in 20 and 21.
And then he went to Washington.
And he was a head coach for Washington for 2 years, and he had a good quarterback that he was a super senior that went to go play for Atlanta Falcons right now, and they're doing pretty decent. Got a good running back though.
But he put them in the college playoff.
National championship game.
Yep. It was a national championship game.
Did they win that game?
No.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm
just saying, man.
What's Dan Lanning done to deserve $11 million contract?
Again,
he was a defensive coordinator in Georgia that won a national championship.
No, what's the stupidest contract is not them. It's Mark Stoops for Kentucky.
Listen, again, I'm not saying they can't get the money. I'm just saying we can't be doing these buyouts. I just don't want to be paying guys.
I don't like the buyout either.
And then got to pay them $75 million to buy the contract out. That just doesn't make sense to me. Put some in their stipulations. Hey, man, I swore it was some in their contract they had to say, well, hey, if you haven't won a bowl game or something like that, to me, that should be a job that should be incentive-based. Your base salary should be X number, what it is, and then, hey, man, everything else is incentive. You make it to this bowl, you get an extra whatever. Well, you make that bowl, you get an extra kickback. That's just me. I'm just being a grumpy old man.
You see, because I follow Oklahoma so much, I know how they do their contracts with the Board of Regents. Like OU's Venables contract is
there he is
OU
again.
OU only pays
X amount of money.
All roads lead back to Oklahoma. Hey, it's no different than all roads lead back to Dak Prescott.
That's Eric's fault.
what a lot of these contracts
I
do.
left your guy alone, dog.
Y'all gotta be non-biased, bro.
You hurt my feelings. I felt like Terrell Owens was about to cry about my quarterback. So I left your guy alone.
But a lot of these contracts for the universities, because they're public universities, they're only the universities out of that. What I don't remember what his is like $7 million, I think, but it's only like $250,000 is paid for by the university. It's all the donors make up the big difference, or it's because so they get paid so much for doing the coaches show, and they get so much incentive from the advertising from the coaches show. And then they get a bonus for going to a certain bowl game or winning the SEC title. There's, like you said, Tyler, there's incentives in there that makes up what that contract. Because even though, like Kirby Smart says, $13.3 million, he might only make $10 million because maybe $3 million of it is incentives that he doesn't reach that year.
No, that's his base contract. The incentives don't count towards that.
So the incentives on top of that.
Yeah.
So a lot of those go, but the universities themselves, if they're public universities, they're not ponying up $250,000, $300,000 for each out of that money that they're paying. The rest of it's donors. And that's when they want to fire a coach. It's a donor that's making that phone call going, I don't like the way DeBoer's doing things. I've got my $75 million check. Get rid of him. And they're like, AD's like, all right, he's gonna pull the financing if I don't fire him.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't agree with how how they do that. I don't know.
Yeah.
And the reason it chaps my butt is because of Chip Kelly. Remember when Chip Kelly was with
Oregon?
Or no, he went to Philadelphia.
Oh yeah.
And we bought out his contract. We bought his contract out and we sent him somewhere else, and that pissed me off because I was under. To me, we should have made him earn every damn cent of that damn contract. And letting him off the hook really pissed me off. It really pissed me off.
Oh, so Philadelphia paid out the Oregon contract when he left Oregon.
No, so he left Oregon to come to us.
Yeah,
we signed him on like a 10-year. We signed him on a big contract, and what happened? Where did he go?
They fired him after
college.
He went UCLA.
Yeah, I think we paid some of his contract. Let me look before I speak on that. I don't want to misspeak.
Yeah, because UCLA, if I remember right, they weren't paying him that much, but he quit UCLA and went to he went there Dylan 3-4 years at UCLA, and then he went to become the offensive coordinator at Ohio State.
Yeah, he doesn't want the job of a head coach.
Yep. Now he's the offensive coordinator where?
Some NFL.
Oakland Raiders or Las Vegas Raiders. He's with Pete Carroll with the Raiders. And you guys give me so much hell about Oklahoma, you guys are going to kill me tomorrow. Rich is going to really pick on me tomorrow.
I'm not.
Why?
I like it.
Why?
Because the last interview we got tomorrow.
Well, that was a great show, fellas. I think we're going to try to get Bad Bunny on next week. Interview him in English and in Spanish.
Way to get us shut down, aren't you?
How?
You're trying every way to get us shut down.
Because I said I want to get Bad Bunny on the show.
You're trying to find every way.
Is that controversial or something?
Yeah. It's a big controversy right now.
Very
controversial. I do think this show here would be one for Coach Miller to be on.
Oh, yeah. Yes, this will be a good show for him.
So no Bad Bunny then.
No Bad Bunny.
They're gonna help the ratings.
We're gonna have a translator, interpreter.
I can speak Spanish.
It's not like I can understand any of his music anyway. Not because I don't
Well,
understand Spanish. I understand
I
Spanish.
don't I don't know how those people the NFL picked him because I was reading a deal today that said that he won't do a show in America.
That's where he went. He didn't go to college, fellas. He went to the 49ers.
Oh,
And we made a deal with the 49ers that we did not pay him. So the 49ers picked up some yeah. We didn't pay him everything, but we paid him 30. He had 13 million left that we were obligated to pay him the remainder of his contract.
So they'd have some
Somehow
trade
we
options.
reduced it. Yeah, we reduced about whatever the 49ers paid Kelly. So whatever 49ers gave him, we gave him, but it had to equal to 13 million. So
So he went to the
whatever
49ers and then went to UCLA. Wow.
yeah. I thought he went to the Raiders next, but I don't know.
No, he went to college.
Yeah, because he signed a 5-year, $32.5 million contract with the Eagles.
Yep.
That really hurt my feelings.
How many interviews do we have tomorrow?
4.
Man, it's gonna be a good show, jam packed. 4 interviews.
Loaded.
Looking forward to it.
Loaded.
Yeah. So
yeah, we got your guy from Stevens.
Yeah, we got Lofton Swint from Stevens.
Then we got Jared. How do you say that last name, Tally? Ibarra?
Jabbar.
From 2026 from Steel. And then we got
He's a linebacker.
Yep, linebacker, Steel. And then we got my guy Bryson Thompson's coming back on.
Nice.
He'll be on at 7:30 after 2 back-to-back 2-touchdown games. And then at 7:45, we got McHale coming on. That's why I said you were going to give me a hard time because he just committed to the University of Oklahoma.
Can't give you a hard time when somebody commits to a Division I school. That's going to be an awesome interview. Can't wait to hear more about that. Well, shoot, fellas.
Yeah, he's a 4-star corner from Johnson High School.
We've taken this show as far as we can. I didn't know anything of any of the coaches Eric Talley mentioned in the last 20 minutes there. But I guess that was his point. These guys that are no names are making all this money.
So we can't say no names, but just not known to the outsider of the school.
You always got to say. I didn't mean it like that. I mean,
I know. I'm just cleaning it up.
They're not household names. My bad.
There you go. That's a lot better.
There you go.
They're not household. They're no names.
Names. Well, I'm just saying. Yeah, think about it. We're gonna go try to interview the Indiana coach one day, and he'd be like, "Oh, I saw episode number 6, and Richard Tellion called me a no name." Well, he wasn't calling you a no name. You see what I'm saying?
You're just not a household name. My bad.
One thing about these guys, you got to think about it. To get to their status quo of what they do to their position, their job, they study the game. And I will say this.
They don't sleep.
Talk to a guy, here, local guy, and again, he's not even coaching anymore. And you get to know him and his personality, and it's rough. And Chad knows what I'm talking about. His name is Coach Russell Van Landeham.
Right.
And Coach is he's like you're always going. He's high energy, just gone. And like a guy like us, we just like, hey man, we just want to talk to you, just talk to you. But he's like, hey, and then I'm going here, and it's hard sometimes. It's hard. So that's why I say that. Yep. And he's very, very, he studies the game. He studies interviews. Like I said, the one time I sat down with him just to talk to him, my man brought me a whole stat sheet. I'm like, Russ, I just want to have a conversation with you, a cup of coffee. And he was ready to go. So that's why I say that.
Yeah, no, I got you. Well, we'll be back tomorrow at Southtown 101.
Your favorite spot?
Yes, our favorite spot.
Wings coming.
Try the wings.
I got the boneless wings coming.
Those are nuggets. There's no such thing as boneless wings. There's no such thing as boneless wings. Let's not do this again.
Yeah.
It's either you got wings which have bones in them, or they're boneless nuggets. Basically, what they are with sauce on them.
So, or I guess chicken strips.
Chicken strips, yeah, we can do chicken strips.
Yeah. All right, okay.
Southtown 101. It looks like we're gonna have 4 very good interviews. Can't wait to do that. We'll be coming live from there at what 6:30.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 6:30 between
6:45.
6:30 and 6:45.
Yes.
6:45.
Okay, we'll be coming live. I think we'll share that link out on all the different platforms. Remember, we are not only on this podcast that you can see us, but we're also now on Spotify, Apple Music, correct?
Yes, sir.
Amazon,
Apple Music, Amazon, iHeartRadio, and
Spotify.
Spotify.
So, like we like to say, Dylan, if they think they like us when we're on the video here, they're going to like us even better when they only have to listen to us and not look at us.
Yeah, Dylan's
Well,
computer just died, so
not for
Okay.
Dylan's sake, because Dylan's he's the
Yeah.
he's the eyes right now. He's the hey man. He want people looking at him right now. Maybe for
Yeah.
our sake.
So we're going to sign off until tomorrow when we're going to have an action-packed high school show. We've got, like I said, 4 interviews lined up, a lot of up-and-coming players, players that have committed to schools. We got a little bit of everything.
Yes, sir. Get us out of here, Rich.
Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Y'all ready to blast off to um, to Dreamland after this after dark episode?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, E-Tally, you good? You got any final thoughts for us, E-Tally? Any words of wisdom?
Oh no, that's tomorrow. Like you those
That's
words
tomorrow?
tomorrow.
That's tomorrow.
Yep.
All right. Well, we'll catch up with all of y'all tomorrow night. We'll be at Southtown 101. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, hit the little bell. Is that what y'all call it? The bell?
Smash the bell.
Smash the bell. Do all that stuff. That doesn't cost a dime. And if you want to get more content like this, and maybe you'll get to watch a Bad Bunny interview next week. I don't know. We'll see. But we'll see you guys tomorrow, Southtown 101. We're out.